Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I am finally going to dip into this beauty. This is the Sigma and An Knook collaboration. Ann is a YouTuber, and I really enjoy her channel. She does quite a bit of very short form with just the tutorials are just, they have helped me tremendously. I've been a follower of hers for a long time, you know, especially with hooded eyes, you know, getting all the help I could get. So when I saw that she had this collab, obviously, you know, you guys know how much I love my Sigma. I got this on sale, so I got it. But I have already put on some primer on my face, and I primed my eyes. So I think I do want to go ahead and put my foundation on, though. Foundation, I'm going into this CoverGirl Outlast Active, and I'm in the shade 825 Buff Beige. For blush, I'm going in with the Benefit Play Tint. This was gifted to me by Elnegs, and I have used this before one other time, and I've used another shade, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I'm going to take a foundation brush. Now, this gives a pretty sheer tint. It does build up if you want it to, but I just used, you know, that one time pulling it out, and I did a very light layer on both cheeks. So it's small, but it's mighty, and you guys saw how easily it blended, so loving that. So let me pop just a little bit of bronzer on. Just gonna use the LYS. All right, let's dip into the shade. There's not that many shimmers in this palette. I swatched these shimmers, which are right there, and they're very similar to the other. Oh, there's one I didn't swatch. Oh, nice buttery. That felt like my hand going on silk. But okay, I'm going in with the shade Tan. Basically, I'm going to be using these brown shades to build everything up in the crease. One eye on, one eye off. And I'm going to use as many colors as I can. This shade I'm having to dip in. It's 3 times. Next, I'm going in with July 11th. So I started with this one, and now I'm going in with this one. Now that comes off dark. I'm not liking the look of that. So I'm going to go in with the shade Virgo right here, and I'm going to try to blend that in my crease and kind of unmuddy these two because they're kind of muddy. Have I found a Sigma product that I don't like? I am very sad to say maybe I have. Okay. Let's pop a shimmer on this eye, and I'll do something different on this eye. I'm going to try this shade, Adorn, just because they look so similar. I want to see what they look like on the eyes, both shades. Okay, one's more warmer, but not too terribly different, I don't think. I really don't. I mean, I do like the effect that it had. The gradient, I guess is what you would call it. I'm going to take a liner brush, which this is from Glamlight, and I'm going to go into this black and run that along my lash line. I have to be very careful doing this because I do have hooded eyes, and if I get too much, that's all you'll see is the liner. So I'm going to start okay, this eye's starting to water. Okay. For this side, I am going to go into the shade. Gosh, this is such a shame, and I really didn't think this purchase through, honestly. I'm just very confused by the color story. There's just so many shades that are alike. Those two golds. I mean, you know, these two shades, along with, you know, all of those mattes, they're all, it was hard to get a look that didn't look like one singular color or two. You know, but the shimmers, there was a difference, and I do like the radiant, or the excuse me, the gradients on it. So, and then this side you have these pops of color, which are beautiful, but we're just gonna all right. So, you know what? Let's start out with this shade Concrete, which is gray. And this is so far out of my comfort zone because I don't mess around with cool tones, but it's for the video. I just think cool tones make me look so dead. Then I'm going to go with that gray right underneath it called Leon. It's just a little darker. Barely, but see, it's not wanting to blend right there. Very, very, very pigmented. It is pretty with that gray. I'll give it that. This look might surprise me. Trust the process. What is it, windy outside? Okay. For the lid, I'm going to go in with the purple shade, which is this shade, Jacqueline. And I'm going to put Gleam on top. So here's Jacqueline, and there's the Gleam, the topper. So, let's see. I mean, these are two of my favorite colors. and color combinations. You definitely have to build that up. So I could have put down a glitter glue too, couldn't I? That topper completely brought this together. Do a hint of that black like I did on this side. That's pretty. I will put a lippy on. This is Max Hug Me, and I am going to pop some gloss on top. And this is the CoverGirl Yummy. And what shade is this in? I see you later. You know what? You guys really liked when I asked what was my favorite product, what was y'all's favorite product out of my Amazon haul, and you guys all said the eye sticks. So I am going to incorporate, I'm going to swatch it first. And that's what it swatches like. It's very creamy. I've already used, it's very creamy. It's very easy to work with, but it is not, on my eyes, long wearing. This doesn't hold up to, say, the e.l.f. No Budge and the It Cosmetics. They're way two different shades. You know, these are very, very easy to apply. Either, you know, all over the lid or in the waterline. So I'm going to put it in the waterline. And I believe, hopefully you can see it. My eye is starting to water, but it's this didn't cause it. But, and now I'll run it along the lower lash line. When I do eyes like that, I do like to take my brush and get it off of the tip. Like that, and just get it on the brush and work with it that way. So, and then, you know, I don't need it, but you could take and see, my eyes already was running, but I like it because you can really strategically place it. I don't know if you can. I mean, this is just for kicks and giggles, but I mean, I've covered up pretty much what I had already done, but see how this is the shadow stick. it's not a shimmery one. It was so confusing to me because I don't want to call this a shimmer shade, but it's not fully matte satiny. If I had to describe, satiny would be what I would use. So, and then the other one was this one, and this one's beautiful too. Now, this has more of a shimmer, this shade. This shade does not look like it's going to be much, but boy, it is beautiful on the eyes. Very, very beautiful. I'm going to line the lower, do this, the same thing. But, and I'll do a video using these, but just while I have them out, and the purple made me just think to kind of incorporate them in this look a little bit. And just blend that out with that color. It's just so pretty, but I'll show you how they blend. See, they just kind of, this one's still pliable, movable. You can kind of diffuse them. I think that gives a pretty good picture. But, so this is it. This is my completed look using some new stuff. In every Sigma palette video, I rave because I love this brand, and I love Anne. But this palette is probably not going to be used that much. I can do this look with my Glam Light and Scooby-Doo palettes, maybe not this exact look, but, I've got the same colors. So, and I'm just, when I see this, I see just way too many alike colors, and but to be fair, if I'm looking at Sigma's individual little 9 pans, these have very similar looking shades with the different names, and I guess I'm pointing it out more is because on this palette there are so many similarities in one palette versus multiples. If I'm opening and working in this palette, I'm only seeing the shades in here that aren't as similar. Well, they really are, but you know what I mean, I think, as opposed to this one where they're just kind of in your face and you're just kind of left wondering which do I go for. I would have loved to have more shimmers in it. The shimmers that are in it are absolutely beautiful, the two that I thought were really going to be a disappointment because they were so much alike turned out to be very beautiful. Y'all want to see just how my eyes water? It's already started. It runs up for whatever reason. I have some issues with my tear ducts, but that's my thoughts on this palette. I support Anne, but would I repurchase this? No, I would not. Does it rank at the bottom? Kinda. I mean, I really need to watch some of her tutorials because I would love to do that look. This look. I didn't even look at it, but I kind of used these two. I mean, obviously not as good as Anne or a lot of folks because I don't have a lot of room to work with, but I do what I can with what I got. So, the blush, super satisfied, super happy with how the blush turned out. Be beautiful, be kind, and I'll see you in my next video.